up, friends? It's your girl, Miranda, back at it again. That is horrifying. Hey friends, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my universe. Welcome to my vlog. It's a reading day for me today. I have absolutely no plans except for later tonight. I'm gonna be reading Lord of the Rings, specifically The Two Towers. I am incredibly excited. If you need to be kept up to speed or you don't know what happens in the first book of Lord of the Rings, you could either watch my vlog or you could read a summary or watch the movie. Honestly, I'd be surprised if you don't know what happens in the first book of Lord of the Rings. The plan is I'm going to go grab coffee at the coffee shop, except I'm not gonna just grab it. I'm gonna go to the coffee shop with Lord of the Rings and then I'm just gonna read. And then we'll see where this adventure takes me. Alright folks, I spent the past 3 hours reading Lord of the Rings, and now I'm doing my makeup because I'm meeting some friends. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings. Biggest milestone here is I have finally met the talking trees. So I'm on chapter 4 right now, and that is the chapter with the talking trees. You finally meet the Ents. So the orcs stole Merry and Pippin away. Obviously Boromir is dead now. So sad. So now everybody is basically split up because we have Frodo and Sam that went on the boat, rowed away at the very end of Fellowship of the Ring. So we haven't heard from them yet, at least as of chapter 4. Then we have Merry and Pippin who were stolen by the orcs, and then you have Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli who are trying to track down the hobbits. I'm really liking it so far. I love how the Two Towers started with Aragorn. He's trying to figure out what the heck happened, where everybody went, and I love his point of view, and I love being able to see descriptions of everything from his point of view, even though it's not first person. I've never in my life read a series that was so eloquently detailed, and I most likely never will again. I feel like Lord of the Rings within itself is just, it stands alone. But back on track, Merry and Pippin were captured by the orcs, but then they escaped, and now the Ents, which are the tree people, the talking tree people, they have found them, and now they are talking to the Ents. The High Ent, or the leader of all the Ents, I believe his name is Treebeard. He is asking about all the details. Where's Gandalf? What happened? Where are you guys going? Where have you come from? What does the Shire look like? Where do you live? So that's been so fun too, just seeing how Merry and Pippin deal with new creatures and these new circumstances and how they are supposed to go about being alone, because they did not prepare for that. They are not used to being the leaders. They expect to be led. So now that they are by themselves, they have no idea what they're doing. And then we skip to Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli and them trying to track down where the hobbits went, if they were captured or not. And that's what's really cool too. I think it was Pippin. He did not expect anybody to come looking for them. He thought that they were going to die with the orcs. He has no hope that the rest of the team or anyone is searching for him. He thinks that whoever survived the orc ordeal just went after Frodo. I can't wait for him to realize that 3 of the greatest warriors are searching for him, and I can't wait for them to all meet up again, hopefully. I hope nobody dies. I have never been spoiled about anything, so I have no idea. So yeah, until next time. Hey friends, it's been a while. I have to talk about chapter 5, The White Rider, because this is probably the best thing I've ever read in my entire life, and I'm not even joking. Like, I was reading this chapter and my pages are covered. You see all the hearts, the underlines, everything? I am so blown away right now. First of all, Gandalf is back. He is no longer Gandalf the Grey, but he is now Gandalf the White. You should have seen my face when I came to the realization that this was Gandalf, because it was before they actually said his name, and it was before they properly introduced him, right? Because you have Gimli, Aragorn, and Legolas together, and they see this creepy old man walking through the forest, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's Saruman. Like, they thought it was Saruman, and they attacked him. He was like, guys, you know me. He didn't actually say that. That's like the Cliff Notes version. And then I realized, holy crap, I bet this is Gandalf. And it was. The loyalty that these characters have to Gandalf, and just the fact that Gandalf had come to them at the very exact moment that they needed him to be there. It's just so cool. Very well written. Obviously, I'm gonna make sure that I remember this chapter. I might have to read it again if I'm being honest with you. It was just, wow, my mind is blown. And now I'm going to bed because I have class tomorrow, because I am off of spring break and I'm back on the college grind. 6 weeks left until this girl is graduated with her bachelor's, so that's kind of insane. Right, guys, I've read quite a lot since I last updated you, and by quite a lot, I mean probably only like 2 or 3 chapters, but now I'm on chapter 9, Flotsam and Jetsam. Comment down below if I said those correctly. They went to battle against the orcs and they won, and by they I mean, of course, Gandalf, Legolas, Gimli, my man Aragorn, how could I forget him? They also met back up with Merry and Pippin. What a fun time that was. I actually didn't realize it was them until Gandalf said their names. And I was like, oh my gosh, they exist. I totally forgot about them, but anyways. So they're all back together again, which is so sweet. And they're off. They met the King of Rohan. These pronunciations are killing me so much. Please, if you know Lord of the Rings, comment down below and let me know what things I am saying correctly and which ones I'm saying wrong. Thank you. And they just got to Isengard. I feel like everybody's kind of getting back together except for, you know, our main characters. Sam and Frodo are just off in their own little world. I don't know what they're up to. I don't think I have yet to hear back from them. So we'll see what they're up to and what's going on there soon, hopefully. And yeah, until next time. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about Saruman? A lot just happened, okay? So Gandalf is like, yo guys, we gotta go talk to Saruman. I have some words to tell him. And so everyone's like, okay, I'll go with you, I guess. And so the gang goes to Saruman, and I think he's stuck. I forget what the building is, but he's stuck in this building because it's like all flooded, right? And it's him and Wormtongue in this like creepy old building. And Gandalf is talking to Saruman, right? Oh my gosh. I'm listening to the Spotify audiobook while I'm reading, and whoever did Saruman's voice did a fantastic job. This guy sounds persuasive. He sounds so warm and friendly. He sounds like I'm gonna start joining forces with him. You know what I'm saying? But then, of course, it's all just an illusion. And so Gandalf is like, ha ha ha, you should have been a joker for the king. I thought that was funny. I thought that was a pretty good roast. Also, I'm very curious about that one stone that Wormtongue flung out from the window. The one that Pippin found and picked up and like walked over and was looking into while he gave it to Gandalf. Then Pippin later took it from Gandalf while Gandalf was sleeping and decided to look into the stone, and he saw very terrible, terrible, awful things. And then Gandalf woke up and was like, who put your name in the goblet of fire? Same deal, basically. So poor Pippin thought that he was gonna die. I'm loving like the tension that we're starting to see between the good versus evil. Also, so I'm on part 2, right? I'm on part 2. So that means I finally got to see some of Sam and Frodo. And I have been wondering what the heck that they're doing this entire time, and I finally got to see. Basically, they're just traveling to Mordor, and I got to the part where apparently Gollum is tracking them down and following them. And then, of course, Sam has his magic rope that he's using to get them down off the cliffs and things, and the magic rope comes to him whenever he calls it. Very magical, splendid, love it so much. Yeah, I was very excited to finally hear their names again. I was like, oh my gosh, finally, welcome back to the story. So yeah, that's where I'm at as of now. Friends, family. Sorry, big yawn, big stretch. I'm taking a Sabbath today because the past week has been literally insane. I've been doing so much, getting so much done, been hanging out with a lot of people. It is my last week of college, so that's kind of insane. So I've been trying my hardest to take every opportunity, have as much fun as possible, experience as much as possible before I have to move back home. And so it's been a lot of fun. I'm just so exhausted. Right now, I'm gonna hop back into Lord of the freaking Rings. The window on the west, baby. I am determined to finish with this book by the end of today. I'm really loving the pace that I'm going at, actually. I know I'm taking kind of a long time to get through it, but I'm loving it. It's like I'm on this adventure with them and I'm experiencing it all with them, and I'm not trying to rush through anything. I'm resting as much as the hobbits are resting. Gotta give me that. As always, I will keep you updated. You're telling me that Frodo died by Shelob? Who? What? What is this? The main character is dead? I cried. When Sam was talking through everything that he had to do, the decisions he could make, I cried because, I mean, here's one quote that I really loved. It's when he's debating with himself and how he wishes he wasn't the last of the company. When Frodo was sent on this journey, he was put with people so that this mission can continue forward if it was to ever fail or not be Frodo. And so he was saying, I wish I wasn't the last, he groaned. I wish old Gandalf was here or somebody. Why am I left all alone to make up my mind? I'm sure to go wrong, and it's not for me to go taking the ring, putting myself forward. But you haven't put yourself forward. You've been put forward. I love that because that is exactly how we live. In certain ways, we have responsibilities put on us and we feel as though we're not worthy, or we question why we're supposed to be doing this, why we were put in this place. And honestly, God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Whatever you feel as though you need to be doing, you are going to have the strength and the courage to do it. And obviously you can choose to back down, but then you won't learn anything, will you? So yes, I'm loving this. I'm very curious as to what happens to Frodo because I refuse to believe that he's dead. I feel like he has to survive somehow. I know it literally says that there is nothing that can save him. I'm sure that Frodo isn't actually dead, right? Right? I'm on the last chapter though, so I don't know how much more can be resolved in this book. We shall see. Good morning, everybody. I finished The Two Towers last night. I did it. The ending was so heart-wrenching. Oh my gosh, the fact... Okay, also, what did I say about Frodo not being dead? I knew it. I knew it. But it's the fact that Sam realized too late that Frodo was still alive. And Frodo was already taken away, off into Mordor. Look at that. OMG, that is right. The Return of the King. I'm so excited. I can't believe it ended on such a cliffhanger. That was crazy. I think that's the craziest cliffhanger I've read about in a really, really long time. Once again, 5-star read. I absolutely loved it. I do think I enjoyed it more than The Fellowship of the Ring, just because we dive deeper into who these characters really are and you get a further exploration of them and how they have to push against the enemy and just the different ways that they handled being under pressure. Loved it so much. Mwah. Beautiful. And that's really all I have for the vlog, because on to the third book now. Thank you so much for sticking through this adventure with me. I am enjoying it so much and I hope you are as well. I love you so much. Please be safe, make good choices, and I will definitely be seeing you next time. Bye! Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more bookish content, and to see a part 3. Part 4. Are we including The Hobbit in this? 3 or... who knows?